Hey guys, welcome to a big day. Our big goal today is to be able to try to make our first Minecraft mod. And today is going to take just a ton of setup. There's going to be a lot of kind of waiting around for the computer to download things. There's not going to be a lot of us writing code. In fact, there'll probably be none of us writing code. We'll be typing a few things in, but mostly we'll be downloading stuff and getting things set up. And then after we've downloaded some stuff, set some stuff up, then we're going to start making some Minecraft mods. We're going to make some custom items. We're going to make some like custom blocks. We'll maybe make some mechanics, some crafting recipes, maybe make a couple of mobs. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, we just need to be able to get something working. And the first things first, like basic ass thing, is we need to get IntelliJ. You guys should already have IntelliJ. You know how to code, so those are covered. The rest of what we're going to have to do is download a bunch of programs and stuff. So next thing next, let's go get some programs. Okay, so we need to get our Forge MDK downloaded. So I've gone to minecraftforge.net. I went and found files. Then I've clicked the 1.2, 1.1, which is, yes, admittedly a slightly older version of Minecraft, but I want to go with one that we can find some resources on the internet for. There will probably, by the time other people are watching this video, there will probably be newer resources, but for right now, given that I'm in November of 2025, I'm going to go with 1.2, 1.1, and I'm going to download the recommended MDK here for this. So that's going to give me a fucking ad here, which I don't want. So we're going to wait. You can see the wait up here. I'm going to hit skip. That's going to download my MDK, and then we'll go ahead and install that. So I've opened the folder that's in. I'm just gonna let's just go ahead and hit extract on this. So we're gonna hit extract all. That's gonna ask me where I want to extract it to, and I'm gonna extract this to someplace in my file structure for. Let's actually just make a new folder here. So here I'm making a new folder for modding Minecraft, and I'm just gonna extract this into that folder. So then I'm gonna get a whole bunch of stuff, and we're gonna do some modification to the stuff. So the first thing we're gonna do is in here, we're going to delete the text documents that go with the Forge mod itself. So this is just an example mod that's been made. I'm going to write something else, so I'm deleting those. We're going to go ahead and rewrite those files later. Well, we might. We might rewrite those files later. Personally, I'm probably not going to. This is just my kind of tutorial project. So we've deleted some folders. Now we need to open this same thing in IntelliJ. So I have here some old project, and I just want to open, and here I've selected the same folder. I'm going to hit open. I'm going to hit trust. I'm going to open it in this window, and then we're going to get a whole Gradle project that is our Minecraft mod here. So let's let this thing finish importing. Great. And then if we want to give this thing a try, so we're going to download some stuff. We're going to hit the build button down here. That's going to then go ahead and download a bunch of crap. So this is going to take a minute. I will see you guys in a second. Okay, so took 10 minutes or so, but here I got build successful. Cool. Next step. Okay, so now we should look in here, and in source and under Java we should see some stuff. So we've got a config file, we've got an example modification file, or an example mod file. I'm just going to go ahead and rename this because it's com.example.example mod. So if you right click on this and hit rename, you can rename this. So I'm just going to do something like net.joe.example mod. And then I'm just going to hit refactor, and that's going to go ahead and that's going to create kind of all the different folder structures here. So we've just renamed this a little bit. I'm no longer need this folder, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that crap. Okay, cool. Okay, so as we're looking at our example mod here, there's a lot of stuff in here. So a lot of what this stuff does is create some example blocks and some example items and stuff. We're going to go through it a little bit slower than just dumping it all in here. So I'm just going to grab everything from logger on down here. And I'm going to comment all of this out. Oops, and we want to comment this guy out too. So comment that guy out, and then we're going to go comment out the guts of essentially every method here. So we're going to comment the guts of that guy out, comment the guts of that guy out, comment the guts of that guy out, and comment the guts of this guy out. And then in our in our constructor. In the constructor, we want to comment out the things that are about the things we deleted or we commented out up above, and then otherwise we should be kind of set. So we can also do some changing of names. I'm going to leave my names basically the same. So you could change the names here. If you do so, you will have to go into Gradle.properties, and I'm going to have to change a couple things in here. So I'm going to leave mine called example mod, but this has to match the name here. And then this is the like readable version of this, so this is what's going to appear. So I'm going to call this example mod by Joe. This is going to be a 0.0.1 version because I don't know what I'm doing yet, right? We're kind of going as we go. This guy here, I'm going to change to match the folder structure here. So we're going to name this net.joe.examplemod. You can name yours whatever you want, just make it match that guy. Mod authors, I'm just going to put Joe there. And then example mod description, right, like, okay, I'm just going to write here, this is an example mod by Joe. Oops, let's spell my name right. Okay, and that should get us started. So our next thing we need to change is these mappings. So I'm still in the Gradle.properties. Official mappings are apparently a little bit hard to work with. So we're going to switch this to Parchment. And then the mapping version that we're going to want is going to be 2025. Oops, sorry. Let me find my thing again. I lost it. There it is. So going to be 2025.10.12-121.10. Nope. We're going to... Oh, crap. I lied. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So what I'm looking at is this website, which is the Parchment Getting Started page. And I accidentally started to copy down the one for Minecraft version 121.10. And what I actually wanted was the one for Minecraft version 121.1. So that's 2024.11.17. So, oops, where'd my thing go? All right, so here we want 2024.11.17-121.1. Okay, cool. That should get us started. Okay, so we also need to go alter our settings.gradle file here. The reason I know to do this is I'm looking at the getting started page here and I'm scrolling down, and here it says that I need to have this line added. So I'm going to take that line and I'm going to just paste it in here. And then we also need to go into build.gradle and change some things. And in here, so I'm looking at this second line here. So I need to grab this guy, which needs to go below our Minecraft Forge thing. Okay, so after we've done that, we want to hit our little guy. That's a little elephant or something, I think. And then we just want to hit reload. So that's syncing stuff. So that's going to download a bunch more stuff. Really, that's downloading all our parchment stuff that we're going to need. Okay, so for some reason it took me 2 tries, but after 2 tries, I have gotten a build successful here. IntelliJ is offering me a Minecraft developer plugin. So I went ahead and installed that, but I haven't restarted my IDE yet, so it has not taken effect. Great. So I'm done reloading this, and next thing. And our next thing is going to be to go ahead and download a bunch of sources. So that's just going to give us kind of the rest of the files for Minecraft for us to play with. So we're just going to go in here and hit download sources, and that's going to start yet another download that we're going to have to wait for. So, waiting. Great. That one was real chill. So that one happened real quick. So the reason that we downloaded the sources is now if we're in our example mod class and we wonder what something does, like say, what is a server starting event? If I hover this, I'll get a doc string. And then if I click down here, I can jump into the source for that and I can read the source code that runs that particular event. Without downloading the sources, I'd have to download those one at a time as I went through, and that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, now, next, I want to actually run this. So I'm going to go into my little elephant, and I'm going to go into tasks. I'm going to go into Forge Gradle runs, and I'm going to find run client here. I'm just going to double click on that. And this will take a second. If it's your first time running this, it may take a bit longer. You probably saw in the console there that I ran this before I started recording. So yada yada. Now we wait. Okay, and then I'm gonna drag what I'm seeing over here. So here's my Minecraft Windows starting up, which is pretty cool. So this is gonna take a second. And I will come back in a sec. Alright, that didn't take long. It popped up with a narrator and some bullshit. I told it I didn't want to talk to the narrator and then hit continue. So here I am at the Minecraft menu. And if I go into mods, I can see that I've got my example mod loaded. It's not doing anything yet, but we have got everything that we need set up in order to start making mods work. This first day is just a bunch of setup. I probably should shut the music off here. Oh, you're probably not hearing the music because it's coming out of the speakers. There is music. All right, so that's kind of the initial setup done. I know it's a lot. It's just an absolute ton of like very precise stuff. If you screw some of it up, it may be a little weird. I noticed one thing in there that I screwed up. So if I go into build properties here, right now I have all rights reserved. You could use an MIT open license, or you could use a Creative Commons, or you could leave it rights reserved. Since I'm kind of I'm going to put this under a CC BY license. but like honestly, I haven't done anything here, so it's like a little weird for me to be adding licensing information to this. Creative Commons just means that it's kind of free for people to take and modify and redistribute, and the only thing I'm claiming by putting by there is that you should credit me as one of the people involved in the creation process. But like that is a you thing or a future user thing. I'm not real worried about what you pick for licensing here. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next thing.